We don't know where to start. It's not joined up at all. And they're exporting to a spreadsheet and then they're putting it somewhere else. This is the real pain. Look at all of that and say, well, okay, these things here are absolutely where you should start. And this is what you should do. So what is a work map and how does it actually work? Or how does it help you work? Lots of usage of the word work there. So I developed WorkMap, which is part of the work system, because I was seeing the same things happening again and again. In some cases, we would be asked to come and automate this particular process, which is fine, but we didn't know the context of that process within the rest of the business. Sometimes people would say, we know we should be doing something with AI and automation, but we don't know where to start. And in other cases, people would be saying, well, we know that we're doing this and we've got that and IT are telling us this and we've got Copilot here and whatnot, but we don't know kind of what to do next. So WorkMap is exactly what it says, does what it says on the tin. It is a map. It's a map of your business. Now, in some larger businesses, that could be a certain area or a certain department. And in other businesses, it could be the entire organization. And the way to think about it is like this. We start at the top with the board or the senior leadership team to understand what the strategy of the business is. Without the strategy, you haven't got the direction, you haven't got a measurable against everything else to ask, does this align with the strategy? Then what we do is we speak to heads of department and we go around the business to understand how work is moving around the business, how data is moving, how people are using applications, what they say they're doing compared to what's actually happening. We then go and speak to the people on the shop floor, the people that are working in the accounts department or working in operations. What applications do they use? Do they use it the way that the management think they should be, where it's all joined up together, when in reality it's not joined up at all and they're exporting to a spreadsheet and then they're putting it somewhere else? Once we've got all that information, we're able to synthesize that into what we'd call the work map. And the key point of the work map is to do two things. One is to show you how work works in your organization. You think you might know, it's often surprising that it's quite different to what people think is happening. And the second thing that we're able to do is see the areas where AI and automation are really going to make a difference. And we do that in a bit of a traffic light system because we're able to measure what from a technical point of view is going to work, because part of the process is understanding the technicalities of the business, but also understanding where the real pressure points are, the bottlenecks are. Management often think the pressure point's over here, but when you speak to people on the shop floor, they'll say, no, this is the real pain. So we understand that as well. And then using our experience of delivering many automations and AIs, many different types of company, different sectors over the years, we're able to look at all of that and say, well, okay, these things here are absolutely where you should start, and this is what you should do. This next batch, so they're kind of the greens. The ambers are the ones which we should definitely do, but they're probably not so high priority because they're not so much of a pain. And then the last ones are the ones that probably should stay human, or just you don't have the infrastructure or it's not going to work. We might need to rethink that. And this then becomes part of an ongoing process to do the changes, review them against the work map, review them against the strategy and move on. So work map is a really powerful tool that enables us to start the right way, get the results that clients want, and then constantly improve using AI and automation. Thanks.